Now let's talk about different properties of enzymes. The first one and the most important one among them is reaction specificity. तमाम enzymes जो होते हैं वो specific होते हैं towards substrate. उनको chemically fit होना चाहिए between active sites of the enzyme and substrate as well. इसमें हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग और आयनिक बॉन्डिंग भी यूज़ होती है केमिकली फिट होने के लिए. नॉट कंज्यूम्ड इन रिएक्शन. कोई ऐसी स्पीशीज जो कि रिएक्शन में यूज़ हो जाएगी दैट विल नॉट बी एंजाइम. सिंगल एंजाइम मॉलिक्यूल कैन कैटलाइज थाउजेंड्स और मोर रिएक्शंस पर सेकेंड and enzymes remain unaffected by the reaction. They are affected by cellular conditions. Any condition that affects protein structure, temperature, pH, salinity, that affects their reactivity or nature. Naming conventions में किस तरह से नाम दिए जाते हैं enzymes को? They are named for reaction they catalyze. जो एंजाइम जो काम करेगा, जो रिएक्शन को कैटलाइज करेगा, उसी के नाम पे ही, उसी रिएक्शन के अकॉर्डिंग ही उसको नाम दिया जाता है. लेट्स से देयर इज एंजाइम सुक्रेज. This is the sucrose substrate and enzyme substrate complex. This is the active site available for another molecule. This is the enzyme sucrase and it binds with this sucrose substrate at particular point. So that's name given to the enzyme that due to the nature of the substrate it acts on. Similarly, proteases, they break down proteins. Lipases, they react upon lipids, and DNA polymerase and pepsin, etc. They are given name according to the reaction they catalyze. Log and key model of the enzymes, that is again linked to the specificity of the enzyme activity. Simplistic model of enzyme action is presented here. Substrate fits into 3D. Fits into 3D structure of enzyme. Active site, hydrogen bond between enzyme and substrate occurs, and it's kind of a key, fits into a log. And you have must have read about key log theory, about enzyme model, and in the same way enzyme acts on the substrate. Induced fit model, more accurate model of enzyme action, it is shown here. 3D structure of enzyme fits into substrate. Yellow substrate, it fits with the enzyme active sites. Substrate binding cause enzyme to change shape, leading to tighter fit, conformational change. You see, this one is little loose structure and this one is closed or compact structure. So this is called conformational change or induced fit model. It's bring chemical groups in position to catalyze the reactions. Variety of mechanisms are used to lower the activation energy and speed up reaction. First one is synthesis. Active site orient substrates in correct position for reaction. And in digestion, active site binds substrate and puts stress on bonds that must be broken, making it easier to separate molecules. Factors which affect enzymes, these are enzyme concentration, substrate concentration, temperature, pH, salinity. Different activators and inhibitors also affect the enzyme functions. We will discuss about few of them. Enzyme concentration, enzyme concentration ज़्यादा होगी तो वो reaction rate भी gradually increase होगा, and at some point it will become level off. और ज़्यादा enzyme की concentration बढ़ाने से reaction rate पे कोई असर नहीं होगा at particular point after particular concentration limit. Next one is enzyme concentration in linked to the previous one. Here you see, as enzyme concentration increase, reaction rate increase. more enzymes will be present there and more frequently collide with the substrate, therefore increasing the reaction rate. But at certain point, let's say here, reaction rate will level off, and because substrate becomes limiting factor at this point, maximum of the enzymes they have reacted with the maximum substrate, and now even after having more concentration of enzymes, there is no more substrate because substrate is no more available. Not all enzyme molecules can find substrate. That's why the here you see these are the substrate, these are enzymes. Substrate is less, enzymes are more. That's why the reaction levels off. Similarly is about the substrate concentration. अगर तो substrate concentration ज़्यादा होगी, जैसे जैसे बढ़ाते जाएं रिएक्शन रेट बढ़ता जाएगा, लेकिन एक ख़ास पॉइंट पे आके जब वहाँ पे मज़ीद एंजाइम नहीं मिलेगा तो वो एक रिएक्शन लेवल ऑफ हो जाएगा, स्ट्रेट लाइन हो जाएगा. बढ़ाने से कोई ख़ास सबस्ट्रेट कंसंट्रेशन बढ़ाने से भी कोई ख़ास रिएक्शन रेट पे फ़र्क नहीं पड़ेगा. ठीक है, तो इज़ द सेम. यहाँ पे अब आपको एंजाइम्स कम नज़र आ रहे हैं और सबस्ट्रेट ज़्यादा हैं. दैट्स व्हाई एंजाइम इज सैचुरेटेड एंड मैक्सिमम रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन यहीं पे आपको किसी पॉइंट पे आपको अचीव हो गई है. नेक्स्ट कम्स द टेम्परेचर.